Alright, so what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Swagner17 back with another predictions for the NFL. This is going to be for week 5. But before we do that, let's recap what went down in week 4. Finally, I did not go 8-8. I went 9-7 on week 4's picks, putting my season total at 32-32. So I went 8-8, 8-8, 7-9. 9-7, so I'm just even the whole entire season so far. 32-32. Some of the notable predictions: we got the Rams correct. I picked the Colts to win against the Texans, and as we know, Texans won by a last-second field goal in overtime. Packers won. Good, easy pick right there. I picked the Bears to win. I said it would be a close game. I had no idea it would be 48-10 blowout. Jesus. The Patriots won, and I realized it was dumb of me to pick against the Patriots at home, so they beat the Dolphins. The Cowboys beat the Lions. I was surprised. I thought the Lions would pull it off, but the Cowboys, they proved something. You know, they're not as bad as I thought, but they're still not that good. Bengals, I'm very happy they beat the Falcons because that helps the Saints' case a lot, but I predicted the Falcons to win, so for the sake of this video, doesn't help me out really. Jaguars beat the Jets as we expected, and another thing from that game, tight end Jordan Leggett from the New York Jets got his first catch, which was a touchdown, and fun fact, he graduated from the same high school as me, so that's pretty cool. The Titans beat the Eagles. I took a big risk. Whew, I could have used that as my upset of the week, honestly. But I did pick the Titans to win, and I thought it was going to be a tie. Like, there's so many games that I thought was going to be a tie. Came down to the last second of overtime. They went for, instead of kicking a field goal, which would have made it a tie, they literally went for it. They went for the win. I love it. And the Titans got a huge win against the Eagles. The Raiders beat the Browns in overtime again. So many overtime, close games. And we know what happened, you know. Baker Mayfield had a great game. Actually, not... I mean, he threw a couple picks, even though one was like on a Hail Mary. But anyways, crazy game. The Raiders got their first win. We got that pick wrong. Seahawks beat the Cardinals. I said it would be a close game, and it was. Seahawks win by 3 points, but they lose Earl Thomas. So that just is going to show a further downfall for the Seahawks this season. Saints beat the Giants. I actually picked the Saints this time, and luckily they got a really good win against the Giants. Chargers, I'm pretty sure I predicted that to be the blowout against the 49ers, but CJ Beathard definitely surprised me. He had a really good game, and the Chargers only won by 2 points, but I still got the prediction correct. Sunday Night Football, I predicted the Steelers to upset the Ravens. I mean, it was a pretty good prediction that the Steelers are the underdog. But as far as actually winning the game, yeah, not so much. So, got that one wrong. And then finally, we got the Chiefs beating the Broncos on Monday Night Football, which was a great game. The Chiefs and Broncos always have really good games. And Patrick Mahomes showed why he is a very good quarterback already. So, we went 9-7, and I guess let's just get right into Week 5. All right, Thursday Night Football, Colts going up against the Patriots. Andrew Luck is 0-5 against Tom Brady, and when he goes to Foxborough, they get outscored very badly. The Patriots are getting back Julian Edelman, and I think this is a no-brainer. The Patriots will win. All right, next up we have the Broncos against the Jets, and I feel like this is going to be a good bounce-back game for the Broncos, and they're going to win this interconference matchup. Whew, this is potentially the game of the week right here. Packers going into Detroit to face the Lions. This is a must-win for both teams. They both suffered... I mean, no, the Packers won, but I mean, the Lions suffered a loss, but the Packers' upcoming schedule, they got to face the Vikings. They got to face the Patriots. So it's like these are big games coming up, so this game, it just makes this game a lot more bigger. So, but I think the Lions, they played pretty well. I think it's going to be a very close game. One of the kickers is going to make a clutch play, either Mason Crosby or Matt Prater. And I don't know. I want to pick the Packers, but I'm choosing the Lions. Okay, Giants against the Panthers. This is a no-brainer. Giants suck. Panthers just came off a bye week. Panthers will win the game. Whew. After some crazy games the past couple weeks for the Titans, I think they're going to get a breather in an easy win against the Buffalo Bills. Alright, this might as well be the highest scoring game in recent memory. Well, then again, I don't know if the Steelers will score that many points, honestly. But the Falcons' defense, absolutely bad, terrible. Same with the Steelers. The Falcons should win this game, and I feel like one of these teams is going to score 50 points. I mean, probably the Falcons, but we'll see what happens. Falcons will win, though. Ravens going into Cleveland to face Baker Mayfield and the Browns. Despite the Browns looking a lot better this year, so far in 4 games, they've been in every single game, down to the last minute of every single game. But I think this is going to be the first time that they are going to be shut down. I'm not going to use my blowout, but the Ravens will win this game. This is definitely potentially a game of the week. Dolphins against the Bengals. I feel like the Dolphins, they got their spirits down. They got destroyed by the Patriots in Foxborough. And they got to go on the road again against the red hot, or should I say orange hot, Bengals with the quarterback who has orange hair. And that's crazy that he's on the Bengals. Okay, whatever. Bengals will win this game. Let's go to the next one. Jaguars against the Chiefs. What do you know? Another game of the week? Potentially. A great defense going up against a great offense. The Jaguars being the great defense. Chiefs, obviously, the great offense. So who will prevail? I feel like the Chiefs' defense is not up to par. But they could be getting back Eric Berry. That is a plus. And when you are at Arrowhead, or whatever the stadium, I don't even know what it's called, but when you are in Kansas City, that is a very hostile crowd, and I feel like home field advantage will be just enough for the Chiefs to pull off the win. Alright, Chargers up against the Raiders, and both these teams got really close wins that they maybe shouldn't have won the previous week, and this game's going to come down to who's going to score more points. Obviously, that's how games are determined, and the Chargers will win. Vikings against the Eagles. This is going to be a pretty good game, not because these two teams are very good, but because these two teams are not very good, and there's like a balance, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Vikings suck. The Eagles, they're just not scoring a lot of points this year. So, but I feel like the Eagles will win the game because their defense will destroy Kirk Cousins. Alright, Rams going into Seattle. This is obviously where I pull out my blowout alert. It's always a safe bet to say that the Rams will blow out a team. They're going to absolutely destroy the Seahawks. I don't even care that they're in Seattle. The Rams will take care of business very easily. Alright, Cardinals against the 49ers. This is tough. CJ Beathard, he played great last week, or as good as he could play, you know what I'm saying? And the Cardinals, they are due for a win. Josh Rosen, he had a pretty average performance against the Seahawks, and I think it's honestly time for the Cardinals to get a win. I think they're the last team that doesn't have a single win, so I think it's time for them to finally get a win this year. All right, now we get to Sunday Night Football. Dallas Cowboys against the Houston Texans. It's like we just saw the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday night like 2 weeks ago. So, Jerry Jones likes to get a lot of primetime games. And this is going to be a really good game. It's going to be a true test of Dallas' O-line against the Texans' great pass rush. And we're going to see how Ezekiel Elliott goes up against J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney. If he makes it past them, it's going to be a huge collisions with Tyrann Mathieu and Ezekiel Elliott. I'm really excited to see that. Not sure how successful Dak Prescott will be throwing the ball. I feel like he's going to be scrambling. I don't know. The interior of the O-line is not too well, but I still haven't made a prediction on who's going to win. I'll just choose the home team. Texans will win this game. What a great way To finish Week 5, we have the Washington Redskins going up against my team, the New Orleans Saints. I'm obviously going to choose the Saints to win, but this is going to be an incredible game. Drew Brees is 200 yards underneath Peyton Manning for the all-time yardage record in NFL history. So if Drew Brees throws for 201 yards, he will set the record. He definitely will throw for 201 yards, but he will also throw for even more to further the record, and for the rest of the year, he will set that unbreakable record. I don't think anyone's ever going to get as close to that record as Drew Brees. He's obviously the greatest quarterback of all time as far as actual quarterback play. Tom Brady's the most winningest quarterback, but Drew Brees is the greatest quarterback, the greatest thrower of the football. And Saints are going to take care of business, and it's going to be in New Orleans on Monday night. It's going to be a huge celebration. It's going to be great, and what a way to end off Week 5. So those are my picks for Week 5. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and I know I keep saying I'm coming out with some more Madden videos. I'm just, I'm formulating a plan, and we'll get to that when we get there, but I'm doing all I can do as far as right now. I know there's actually a couple new games coming out this coming week, so we'll see what I got going for the channel. But until my next video, deuces.